God does not have favorites. He has intimates. He doesn't have favorites. He has intimates. Draw near to me and I'll draw near to you. You got me? You want me to draw near to you? Draw near to me. As you draw near to me, I'll draw near to you. We keep going, draw near to me, God. Draw near. Draw near to him. With what? Worship, adoration. Stop playing the victim. Rise as a son. Rise as a daughter. Don't present yourself to him as a victim. You're not a victim. You're a victor. We are overcomers. You got me? And come before him as a son or come before him as a daughter. And he's like, oh, wow. Wow. He'll recognize you. He recognizes you as a son and a daughter. He doesn't recognize you as a victim. You have a right. Pleading prayers don't get answered. Son and daughter prayers do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. We make choices outside of the kingdom. The result of this is that we become stolen from. So when any area of your life where you see that there's consistent theft, any area of your life where you see that you're just cut to pieces, every time you step into that, I am cut to pieces. Any area of your life where there's Apollome, it's an apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? Every time I go into business, it's an apocalypse. But I feel called to business. And you go into business, it's an apocalypse. Woo, have I experienced that? Every time I step into a relationship, I am cut into pieces. Too close? You need to find out what right the enemy has to cut you to pieces. What right does he have to cut you to pieces? Maybe it's your choices. Who knows? There may be, I don't know, there may be some misalignment there, but he has a right because your father's not cutting you to pieces. A broken reed he will not bend, a smoking flax he will not quench. If Jesus wants to lead you away, he'll lead you away. He'll cause that guy to break up with you or that girl to break up with you. You won't like it, but you won't get hacked into pieces. Big difference. Anybody ever have a relationship end that way? Which is that we all just went our separate ways? It's a whole lot different than getting hacked into pieces. Anybody been hacked to pieces? Right? Your heart gets thrown in a blender and the devil hits frappe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one. What right does he have? What right does he have? What right does he have to steal your children? That's hard. Yeah. If he's stealing your children, you need to ask him why. You need to ask the Lord why. What right does he have? You won't like the answer. You won't like the answer. He's going to tell you what you don't want. He'll never tell you unless you ask him. It's important you know that. The Holy Spirit will never tell you. Boy, this is entirely different than my message, but I'm going to track it. The devil will never tell you what he has on you. He's the ultimate poker player. He doesn't show his cards, and you can't read his face. But the Holy Spirit will tell you. He'll tell you what the right is, but he's not going to tell you unless you ask him. And he's not going to tell you unless you stop processing it. Because here's what we do. We have paradigms when we talk to the Holy Spirit. And he'll tell us and we'll be like, no, it can't be that. Oh, no, it's not that. It's not that. Oh, no, it's not that. Not at all. No, it's not that. It's not that. I could tell you stories of my own life, but I won't. I just grab the chair and I'm like, hit me. And I'm like, oh, no. And then sometimes I'm walking away going, I'm like, okay, I need a couple of days to process what you just told me. Yeah. Christians are in one of two states. They're in the state of renewal or they're in the state of denial. They're in the state of being restored and renewed, and every single one needs to be restored and renewed. Or they're over here in denial, like I don't have any problems. I don't have anything wrong. Jesus has done it all. Well, who told you that? Let's bring your wife up here and see what she has to say. Yeah? Enter by the door, follow the shepherd. So our job is to enter by the door and to follow the shepherd. Say it with me. We are to learn him, learn his voice, learn his heart, follow his ways and his spirit. This is what Jesus said. If you do this, this is when life comes. This is when the ecosystem of your life begins to change. Everything begins to change. When you come into me and you follow me, you learn me, you learn my voice, you learn my heart, you learn my spirit, and you don't want anything but that. I have an addiction to the Holy Spirit, and I'm proud of that. Addiction is anonymous. Well, I'm not anonymous. I am addicted to the Holy Spirit. I'm addicted to my Father's voice.